HealthyPAWSibilities.com. Dr. Cathy Alinovi joining us here today. She's the owner of Healthy Possibilities, which is a natural pet wellness center based out of Tampa Bay. And also the second location is where?
Mexico. I
That's
had to think, where do
right.
I go?
But you are worldwide anyway because you do a lot of virtual work. So, pleasure to have you
Yes.
back here. Excited to talk more about all that you're doing for our pets and addressing their health problems without prescribing things because we could do this alternatively. And I know you have such an amazing background, as a veterinarian and all you've done. And now you're 100% holistic. So, welcome back today. Go to the website, healthypawsibilities.com. What did you have in mind for us today?
Well, I wanted to ask you, how did it go with your cats?
Okay, well, which aspect? By the way, you're the one who taught me that. I have to say this out loud, and it's okay that IAMS, and I didn't order it again this time.
Okay,
The
good.
the purple bag, and I can't believe it. I forgot to take a picture of the bag that I went to Petco, and
Okay.
it's again
Oh,
another one that says all natural, all whatever. But I didn't serve it to them yet. I don't know if it's good. I know you're making a face. So, yeah, we got to talk about that.
okay.
So, Cat is which one? The one that may be pregnant?
Because you have three at home now, right?
Three. Oh yeah, yeah. And I think one's pregnant. Did I tell you that? Yeah,
No.
one is fixed
Okay.
from the shelter. The
Okay.
other one we just adopted, and the other one's under one. We didn't get her fixed yet. So now I think she might be pregnant, which I'm actually very excited about. And some people are against that,
Yes.
but her nipples are all pinking, and I think I feel something. So I'm like,
Okay.
my kids are excited. But what else did I say was wrong with the cats before? I forgot what we
You
talked about.
didn't. You
Oh,
didn't. I
oh,
just
oh.
told you the terrible news that everything in the food is illegal for human consumption.
That is
And so,
disgusting.
the word natural, poop is natural.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so if you went from kibble to kibble, you didn't, I'm sorry, it's no better. So, and part of the reason that I thought let's do this, Jill, is because
Oh,
there are an awful lot of cat owners. Can you hear me?
yeah, no, it was
Okay.
Hill's Science Diet. That's worse.
Mars, the candy bar company, owns them.
Oh my gosh. Okay, go ahead.
I know. It's the marketing is absolutely amazing. So, um, a lot of cat owners go through what you're going through. And they go and they think, okay, I'm supposed to feed dry food because it's
Yeah,
good for their
no
teeth.
corn, no wheat. I thought, oh, okay, there's more bad stuff in there.
Okay, but all of the ingredients are illegal for human consumption.
Even in Hill's Science Diet?
100% absolutely, yes. Absolutely. Right. This is how our society recycles human food waste.
What products over the counter are good to feed our animals?
Good. Go to the freezer. So you can go to these pet food stores, but you got to go to the freezer section. There are some packaged foods on the shelves, and they say human grade, although the politics now to be designated human grade has gotten really intense. But it needs to look like food that you and I would eat. And so this is the challenge. And cats. So you got three kitties, and they're hooked on the crunchies. I was disgusted this week. I listened to a video. It was a webinar with Casey Means, who was an MD who walked out of her residency, like in her ninth year medical school, 5 years of residency, and she walked out and she said, "I can't do the system anymore." And she and her brother were talking about the human system, the human food. And I realized, being really involved in the pet food industry, that it's worse in pet food. So here's what they said. In the 80s, RJ Reynolds and Philip Morris were the big cigarette companies, and they saw the writing on the wall. They knew that they were going to get in trouble for all these really addictive cigarettes. So they said, let's start investing in snacks, junk food, treats. Their scientists who were focused on making cigarettes addictive started making junk food addictive. But the same thing is going on in the pet food industry, Jill. So that there are flavorings added to kibble to make it addictive, especially to cats. And so your kitties are eating the crunchies, thinking, it tastes so good and all of that. And there's nothing in it legal for you or me to eat. There's legal amounts of heavy metals in there: cadmium, arsenic, mercury, and lead.
Wow. This just happened, by
It
the way, in New York City. The guy who's responsible for the education for the food services was feeding the children, allowing to have plastic and metal in their chicken nuggets, and he just got sentenced. It was on the news the other day. I'm like, what? To put more money in his own pocket to feed these
right.
kids? That's horrible.
It's horrible. And think about it, an awful lot of people, the 20 and 30 somethings who they're working, they're not having kids, they're delaying parenthood. They have pets. These are their
Mhm.
children. And even if we have two-legged children, we also
Yeah,
have four-legged children. And to think that we're actually feeding waste product, it's offensive. It really is. It's and so good for you for looking, but you know what? The marketing is so intense. You looked at all these bags of food, you couldn't tell the difference, could you?
could not.
Mm-mm. There's a reason for that. And that's the reason, is if they all look the same, then you won't be able to tell one quality versus another quality. But they tell you scientifically formulated. Well, great. I can do a spreadsheet also and do
Yeah.
the math and calculate how much synthetic vitamins and minerals balance dead, dry, no nutritious food. So there, I beat you up.
No, but this is for everyone out there listening. I didn't know this until I spoke to you the first time for a few weeks ago. This is sad. This is insane. This is why you're doing what you're doing now. But I just can't believe how horrible people think they're doing good for their pets. And you're reading the labels, and even though it's saying veterinarian recommend, and there's another company that I saw. I was reading the labels. It was called Blue. Is that one any good?
No, it's identical. They are all the same ingredients, but their marketing is beautiful.
Sure
Their
is.
marketing is great.
Sure
And it's the
is.
same thing like
Oh,
toaster pastries. We can make a great commercial about, oh, toaster pastries. Not only are they convenient, but look, they're packed with vitamins and minerals. We feed them out of convenience and because our kids like sweets. We
yep.
know it's not healthy.
Yep.
Right. So let's talk about solutions for your three kitties and the new mommy with babies on the way, which
Mhm.
is a whole nother topic.
Okay.
No, but it's a great
Yeah.
topic, and it's one that people have questions about.
Yeah.
So food. My goal for people is always for them to get their pets on what you and I would consider real food. So we're busy. We don't necessarily have to cook. It's great if you want to, but you know what? Cats are carnivores. They
Interesting.
need to eat about 90% protein, meat.
Wow.
Right. So it's actually really super close to being really easy when it comes to cats because there's very little added that you need to balance a diet. I have a funny question. When
Sure.
was the last time you 100% complete and balanced your diet?
There you go. It's probably never.
Ever. I know it's kind of crazy. So we
Yeah.
have this fear in animals that you
Wow.
must make every bite complete and
Hmm.
balanced. And yes, it's important to have certain things in there, but I never once had to worry for my daughter that she had exactly the right nutrients every day. She's 21 years old. I haven't killed her yet.
Exactly. Good point. Good point.
It's and so isn't it interesting, the marketing? Think of the marketing. Um and one other marketing thing is that dry food cleans teeth. I
Doesn't,
have
does
a
it?
test. So
Uh-oh. Oh
stop
no.
brushing your teeth. I know it's crazy. Someone said this to me and I'm like, I am so stealing that. So stop brushing your teeth.
Okay.
Eat only those little hard, crunchy pretzels. Tell me what your teeth look like in 6 months.
Ugh.
I know, it's terrible. So there's a lot of information and it's a lot of misinformation that has us not understanding to buy food. So I just told you cats are carnivores.
Yep.
If they would eat it, you could go home tonight and share
Wow.
rotisserie chicken, ground beef, fish. You could share scrambled eggs for breakfast if they'll eat it. Now, you remember I told you about the food scientists making food addictive. The addictive coating on the crunchies tastes better than steak when you're addicted.
Yeah.
When your body feels good, you like to eat real food. So you could experiment with your kitties with any kind
Mm-hmm.
of real protein that we humans might eat, get them off the crunchies. Then when they're eating real meat, then I'll tell you how to balance the diet. But that was part of why I said you and I never balanced our diet 100% complete.
No.
We won't
No.
die if we go a week or two without
Yeah.
every single vitamin and mineral.
True.
Um, so the first step on cats is, well, okay, let me back up.
Okay.
First step is 2 meals a day or three, instead of having the crunchies out all day long, because cats like to snack just like I like to grab a cookie every
I love
time I go
potato
to the
chips.
kitchen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly. So if they're there, you grab one. So first we go to 2 or 3 meals a day.
Okay.
Then we measure it and make it small. So then they're hungry.
Okay.
Then you start offering them meat. And I don't care if it's raw or cooked. If it's cooked, I want lightly cooked, like medium rare, so you don't
Okay.
destroy the protein.
Okay.
Um, Tell the two-legged children, don't eat it. Don't touch raw meat. Wash
Uh-huh.
your hands.
Good
Don't
for
get
you.
bacteria. So then you start slowly switching from kibble to meat. Some cats make an instant switch. Some cats walk by, give it the middle finger, look at it again, try to bury it like cat litter.
Yeah.
But baby steps, you get your kitties to transition. And once they're eating real meat, then we talk about the couple little things that you have to do to balance the diet.
Ooh, this is
All right.
interesting. Go for it.
Okay. Well, it's just add a vitamin. You can add a vitamin. You can either use raw fermented goat milk.
Wow.
This is a pet food product. You can't find it at the local grocery store because, raw milk, dangerous, according to some people. Not really. It's a
Okay.
different conversation. But breast milk is raw milk. Our
Okay.
babies didn't die from it.
True.
Puppies and kittens nursed their mommies. It was raw milk. And that's what the raw goat milk is. So it's
Mm-hmm.
every vitamin, mineral, protein, fat that's needed for life. And then they ferment it. The manufacturers ferment it. You can find it at the specialty pet stores.
Okay.
Maybe you have to look for the freezer at Petco. If there's a freezer at Petco, you'll find the raw goat milk there. And it says in giant letters, not for human consumption.
Yeah.
Raw. Yeah, it's for pets. So you put a little splash in everybody's food and that balances the diet.
Interesting.
Or whole food vitamin. Kind of
Yeah.
depends on the cat.
I never even thought about giving my cats vitamins. I guess
Well, you
that's
didn't
bad.
need to when you were feeding kibble because the kibble
Yeah.
company put every
Yeah.
vitamin and mineral and too much in there. And so now you have a mommy who's going to be making babies
Mm.
soon. How much fun is that?
It is. It is.
And so if you have the mommy with those babies and when they're ready to start eating and they start eating real food and they always eat real food, they never get hooked on donuts.
Got it. Got it.
Okay. So
Oh my gosh. Now this is good. Lisa,
tell me how it goes.
I have the opportunity to start the new generation this way with the right things. Okay. Good. Good.
Yeah. And so this is a huge thing that I talk to people about because they come to me, we have phone consults, or they come in the office and they're like, okay, my little dog or my little cat has kidney disease, for example. And
Mm-hmm.
we talk about how to address kidney disease, how to do real food, why real food is feeding the kidneys better. Or what about liver disease, or even cancer or pancreatitis? All of these things, they're special conditions, but we always start with good building blocks,
Yes.
just like for our kids.
Ah,
It's crazy, isn't it?
it is crazy, but in a good crazy. We're making things better. And we got to remind everyone how we contact you to make their lives of their pets better. Remind us, tell us.
Healthypossibilities.com. It's possibilities with a dog paw. Or you can find me on Facebook, Dr. Cathy Alinovi. I don't know, everywhere. I'm everywhere.
Oh my goodness. Working hard, helping so many pet owners. And by the way, again, how many pets do you have and what in particular? How many dogs? How many cats?
10 dogs, 4 cats.
God bless you. Are your cats
Sure.
indoor?
The two in the States are indoor, the two in Mexico
That's
are
all right.
outdoor, but we have a giant farm. So they stay on the farm. They bring us presents, which is one of those.
I'm sure,
Yeah.
which is good. They're out there, in the
They're
in.
out there getting fresh, absolutely. And they, except for when it's raining really hard, they come running every mealtime, eat up. And it's interesting. They came with the farm.
Yeah.
They look so much better now because they used to eat kibble. And so now they have thick, rich fur that's lush. They hardly shed. So there's something that you'll notice with your kitties. If you can make this food switch,
Mm-hmm.
possibly now they shed a lot. Their fur might be a little dry, not really that you notice that much. But
Okay.
then if you make the food switch, it takes 3 days to notice the difference.
Wow.
And you'll look at them and you'll go, wow, their coat is shinier, richer. It's not less is coming out. I just saw a kitty that I saw 6 weeks ago for the first time, switched his food. He went from dull, kind of poofy, fluffy looking to smooth, lush,
Ooh.
orange.
Silky.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And they feel amazing.
Oh my goodness. This is amazing what you're doing, helping so many. And we always appreciate your insight. We still have more time together. I'm not cutting you short. We got 8 more minutes. Just want to
We
let
got
you
8
know.
more.
We do. We
Okay.
do. What else? What else do
So
we want to share
let's
for
talk
today?
about your mommy who's having kittens.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because in last time we talked about you had your pumpkin, right?
You're so sweet. Yes. Partridge Pumpkin had
For
78 kittens, 18 litters when I
animals.
was
If
little.
you and I
Yep.
passed each other on the street, I wouldn't
Totally.
recognize you to save my life. It's terrible.
It's so
But some people there's I understand why people feel this way. People, they're worried about overpopulation because they don't want animals to suffer.
yeah.
I agree with that completely. On the other hand, we want pets, right? We want
Mm-hmm.
dogs, we want cats. They have to come from somewhere.
True. You're right.
So if every single animal is sterilized, there's no puppies, there's no kittens.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody has to be making puppies and kittens. So let's do it well with good nutrition. I actually recently got a new puppy because, I needed number 10 like a hole in the head, but it had never eaten kibble.
Mm-hmm.
She was fed as soon as she started eating real food. She was
Wow.
eating real food. She didn't eat kibble. And I'm like, I have to have that puppy.
Yeah.
It's so stinking cute. Do a little wiener dog. And instead of growing taller, she's just getting longer and longer.
Aw.
It's so funny. But she doesn't shed. And,
Awesome.
she's only 4 months old and she's losing all of her little puppy teeth. And her skin's completely smooth. And, she's lean like a wiener dog needs
Beautiful.
to
Like a
be.
wiener dog. I love it.
Right. And so I needed a puppy. Somebody had to breed them. And the woman who bred the puppies fed real food when they got weaned. So that's perfect. And so think now you have a kitty who's
Yep.
probably going to have 3 or 4 kittens in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And what if those kittens eat only real food? And then you can send them to a home who hopefully we've educated them
Yeah.
about the benefits of good food. We want cats to live 20 years. They can, especially if we keep them inside and keep them safe from cars.
True. Very true.
Yeah. So, there's the responsible breeding, the not overbreeding, don't inbreed, all those sort of things. But people want puppies and kittens.
Yep. See? Love you.
Yeah.
Everyone has to be neutered. It has to be spayed. It's just like, wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's, I
Oh,
mean, we've got a
wait.
lot of
Wait, wait,
humans.
wait. I thought about you the other day too. I didn't
Tell
I
me.
haven't talked to you in like 2 weeks. Well, I did take the Simba, the Russian cat that we adopted from Connecticut. For okay, before I got him from the mom in June, she went to Petco and got him a 3-in-1 something shot, right? Vaccine and rabies.
Yeah.
Okay, and 3-in-1. And then I was supposed to bring it within 4 weeks. And then I got the cat that my kids and I had COVID. We never scheduled the appointment. So I scheduled the appointment. It was last week. So they told me, up. Too late now. You got to start again. So we got to do the 3-in-1 again. And then you got to come back in 3 to 4 weeks. And I'm like, I bet you that's just BS. I bet. Like, is that really true? I mean, we had to talk about vaccinations, but
Okay, good. What I don't know the laws
New
in New
York, New
York
York,
100%, but pretty much every state in the US, what vaccines required by law?
none, right?
Rabies only.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's required. It's a human public health law.
Well, I
We
think
don't,
just because, like, what if I needed to travel with my cat one day? Don't they need you to have all the shots? That's
the
my only
only
concern.
thing required by law is rabies.
Wow.
Anybody who's requiring the rest of the shots, like a boarding facility,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's called cover my liability.
Uh,
And, because hello, they don't, I have a boarding facility and I'm going to throw 40 cats in a room together. No,
got it.
not at
Got
all.
it.
Everybody
Well,
gets
that's
their own cage.
I told you, my own veterinarian told me years ago, no point in vaccine. You have indoor cats. There's no point. There's no point. But a lot of people opposite. Yes, 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 yes. So
Yes.
got it.
So the rabies is a tricky one because most of the research shows that when cats and dogs get vaccinated for rabies the first time, they are protected for life. Then we're stuck dealing with this law that says they need to be boosted for rabies.
Every
But these
1 or
are
3 years.
okay, good. So the first year it's in 1 year, then it's every 3 years.
Got it. Got it.
Okay, who writes the laws? People with money at risk, that would be veterinarians and the vaccine companies.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they acknowledge that
Yeah.
one rabies vaccine protects for life, think how much less money everybody will make.
A lot. Got it. Wow.
Right. And if your cats are 100% indoors, how are they going to get rabies?
True. True.
Where do we get rabies?
Out in the wild from those wild animals. I don't know. You're the vet. You're the expert.
Yes, exactly. Rabid raccoon. So imagine you're down here visiting in Florida and you're hiking in the woods and there's a drunk raccoon walking towards you. Don't go say hi. Run the other way, call animal control, and don't get your animals exposed. It's there's a lot of fear involved in it. And if everybody's programmed to get vaccines on
Yep.
schedule, then everybody's programmed to bring their pets to the vet, which is nice to have a checkup. Your cat's really well. And I'll get in trouble for saying this also. Someone's going to send me hate mail for it, but nobody knows your cats like you do. You
True.
know when something's off. If something's off and you can't figure it out, it's time to go ask for help. And if you look at your cat and go, wow, you look perfectly healthy. Well, gosh, I better go get you vaccinated so that I can pay somebody to tell me you look perfectly healthy.
Yep. It's
It's
so
kind of
funny.
it's crazy, isn't it?
It is. It is. It is.
But so this is our system. Yeah. And if you don't feel competent making an evaluation of the health of your cat, again, you'll go ask for help.
Yeah.
So that's why we supposedly have a shortage of veterinarians and medical doctors. It's because people no longer have the ability to look at their children or to look at their cats and look at their dogs and go, oh, that means this, and here's how I fix it. Instead, this problem, oh, got to go to the vet.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have to get going. I'm so sorry. We're out of time already. This happened so quick. I know, and you also have a patient there. So let's remind everyone how we can contact you.
Healthypossibilities.com with the dog paw, or if you find the phone number on the website and text me at 727-510-3665.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
I'll see you
Looking
next
forward to,
week.
you got it. Thank you for all the insight. You're amazing. And enjoy the rest of your day. You're in Florida today, right?
I'm in Florida today, enjoying
God
the
bless you.
sun.
Enjoy the sunshine, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Always a
Thanks,
pleasure
love.
having you. Bye, hon.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
Mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house. And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.